Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for your time checking my video. This is my review of 3Zero's Mdlx Megatron. If you are new to my channel, please leave a like and subscribe if you like my video. This will really help me a lot in making more of these videos. Now please enjoy. Now if we look at the box, there are some nice art of the toy showing Megatron. Now, Megatron is the first Decepticon that is released by 3Zero in this Mdlx series. And I think the next one will be Starscream. Now we have here all the current releases of 3Zero under the Mdlx line. Megatron is actually the third release and Rodimus Prime is the fourth release, but since I am a huge Rodimus fan, I bought that first and this is the one that I bought last. Now let us look at the details. So far, as expected for Mdlx, this is like more of a stylized or modernized look for Megatron. I like the silver color that they chose for him, but to be honest, the first thing I noticed with this figure that I didn't like is that I think the head is a little too small, and I know that this is the design of Megatron, but I find the body a little too small as compared to the legs, so I think they should at least have made this a little wider, because looking at it right now, to be honest, I don't find Megatron menacing. I find him looking a little bit goofy. Like, he has these long legs and this small body. I know it's the design of Megatron, but considering that this does not transform, at least they should at least taken the chance to make this wider or a little bit longer in height so that he will at least look more menacing. As for accessories, aside from the gun, he has these two alternate hands. And then he has this pointing hands. And I'm guessing this is like a weapon holding hand, which is weird because aside from this alternate hands, he doesn't come with any other accessories, which is another bummer for this release. At least Optimus Prime has his axe, although it is not accurate to the animation, because in the animation he has more like an energon axe which is basically his hand. And Megatron doesn't come with any energon sword or the energon mace, which for me I think is a missed opportunity for this figure. Now for some height comparison, here he is with Rodimus Prime. Here he is with Bumblebee. And here he is with Optimus Prime. So they're basically almost the same. If I can say that Megatron may be a little bit taller, but just with a little bit. If you put them back to back, they're mostly the same. Now, as I said, as far as accessories, it doesn't really come with too much aside from the alternate hands and this gun, which um, becomes two parts. Why it has to, I don't know. To be honest, I don't see any purpose for that. And then out of the box, this is also separated, which I guess they said was can be connected here. Nah, I don't want to mess that. That's gonna look weird. I know that this can be connected here to make it longer. To be honest, I don't even care. This should stay in the back of Megatron because aesthetically that's how it looks. And then as far as the gun, yeah, it actually looks good. It is a stylized version of his gun, of his cannon, but it would have helped if it has some kind of light up effect. So it connects to that. As for the articulation, he said can do that. He has both ball joint on his head and the neck, so you can look down that far. Yeah, good articulation on the head, but as I said, that head looks too small. And the standard butterfly articulation there. And that you can actually pull it out a little for more articulation. And if you don't want to, you can pull it back like that. But since we're testing the articulation, let's pull it out again. Then it has that. Waist rotation, abdominal crunch is good. So this can do that. Then you can also do a side to side. And for the leg, this can actually drop down a little. Like that. Okay. This is actually one of the problem I had with this figure. From out of the box, this keeps falling away. Yeah, might as well just keep it away since I'm doing the leg articulation, and that's for both sides. This too easily comes off, so you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. This can go side by side. I think this is articulated. Then he has that. And yeah, okay, that also got up easily. You can do the Van Damme pretty well. Overall, I found this figure a little underwhelming, maybe because aesthetic wise, that body, I really find it a little too small, and Megatron really looks goofy. Add to that the small head. Um, I actually noticed from my last review with Rodimus Prime that lately, proportion wise, they're getting a little off because I never noticed it to my first review, but after watching a review from another toy reviewer, I do notice that this logo of Rodimus Prime is way too low. It's like in his belly button instead of in his chest, so I can't get that off my mind. And then now, add Megatron. I think this is really too small. I like the coloring, maybe the paint, it's what attracted me, but not now that I have it on hand. Yeah, I find this Megatron a little goofy. Like, he has a small body and very long legs, which I know that it's basically how Megatron was designed. But considering that this does not transform, as I said, they could have made it better. Because for me, the main reason for me not to buy a transformer that doesn't transform is that the robot look will be very focused and will be presented in a way that the transformation prevents. So I think they could have made him a little bigger and make more menacing. Right now, there's this new brand, I think the YOLO Park, which shows, I think it's gonna go to the G1 Transformers. If that Megatron that they released turns out good, I might ship brands because this last two release of uh, Mdlx, aside from they are looking a little weird, and aside from the fact that their price is also very high compared to the Yellow Park, if that Yellow Park turned out pretty good, I might skip brands.